everybody. It's the Coach Matthew Mitchell Show. I'm your host, Coach Matthew Mitchell. We are very excited that you would spend some time today. And we are going to, over the next 3 weeks, share with you a 3-part series. As you know, we've been talking a lot about my new book that is out now, Ready to Win, How Great Leaders Succeed Through Preparation. And thanks to everybody who has supported that. We're off to a great start. We're a couple weeks into our launch, and we've just had phenomenal feedback, and people are definitely being helped by the content in the book. And so if you don't have your copy, I would urge you to do that. You can go anywhere books are sold. There's also some great opportunity for you to bring the book into your team, and that's at readytowinbook.com or coachmatthewmitchell.com. And there you'll find a way to buy some bulk packages, but also we have some very, very cool assets, some great add-ons that can help your team move forward. In addition, there are additional assets to the book. So what I love about the book is there's some real practical takeaways. There's some exercises that you can access for free from the book that I think can make a big difference in your preparation and how you use that. And so what I'd like to do over the next 3 weeks is show you how to use the winning tools, honesty, hard work, and discipline, and how they really are fundamental principles of preparation. And so as we head into the final month of the year, December, I think is such a great, great opportunity for me as a leader and for you as well to get prepared for 2025, and preparation is going to powerfully position you to win. It's going to help you get some clarity as you head into the new year. It's going to get you fueled up and ready to go. And so we're going to, over these next 3 weeks, we're going to do a series on how the winning tools can help us do that. So the winning tools: honesty, hard work, and discipline. I've told this story many times before in many places. And here's the thing about coaching and what I find so beneficial about coaching and why it's so important, I believe, to have a coach that can lead us to our potential as leaders. And the things that we have gotten us to where we are right now and the position we're in, no matter what level of success we're experiencing, or no matter what type of success we are chasing, we need to know what is going to anchor us as we do that. And these principles, honesty, hard work, and discipline, are exactly what I know to be true to lead me to my potential. But here's the thing about coaching is that for whatever reason, the way we're made up as human beings, we need reminding. And that's what a great coach can do for you. Your coach can remind you of the fundamentals, because a lot of times, I have to tell you, it's so easy to get tired of the fundamentals. And so many times in life, we feel like, hey, we should get credit for past results, and we should get credit for already doing this one time. But the power of the winning tools is when I have those anchoring principles: honesty, hard work, discipline. And that is where my success starts. That is a great reminder for us. And then what we do here, as we teach you the winning tools, we're going to remind you a lot of the same things over and over. But that's what a great coach will do. It's going to remind us, going to encourage us, going to give us honest, constructive feedback. And so the winning tools is what we've used to be very successful in leadership. Now, they were born, I've told this story, I'll go back to that, but they were born from what we call the losing tools. I was in a meeting at the University of Florida working for Hall of Famer Carolyn Peck at the time, and we had a very, very talented team, but we were very young, and we just had a hard time that season winning games. We were competitive in so many games. It was really an interesting season as I look back on it in my basketball coaching career, because it was almost more frustrating because we were so close to winning and we couldn't get it would have felt terrible to get blown out every game, but almost knowing that you were competitive and not being able to get over the finish line for a win actually made it a bit more painful to go through. But we were trying to uncover and unlock our team's potential. And Carolyn is such a positive person and no stone unturned. And so in the meeting, someone said, if we could eliminate complaints, excuses, and laziness from our team, we would really be onto something. And at that particular time, that was a lightning bolt moment for me. And if you want to read more about that, I include the story in Ready to Win. But I took from that, I filed that away, and felt like that would be so powerful somewhere along the way. So when I finally get my opportunity to be a head coach in college, I decided I wanted to make sure our team did not complain, make excuses, or be lazy. But I didn't want that to be our principles. I wanted something positive to anchor us. And so that's where I felt like when I stopped making excuses and I got really, really honest with myself, when I eliminated excuses, it's one of the great motivators to be honest. When you start taking away all the reasons you can't do something, it forces you into looking at what has to happen, and you have to be honest with yourself about it. And then clearly the opposite of working hard is laziness. And so when we decide that we are going to learn how to give great effort, and we're going to pay attention to details, and we're going to put the time in to put together a plan, and we're going to give effort toward our success, that is a great tool that will lead us to good places. And then I've never been around someone who complains that I thought was particularly disciplined. When we complain, that's really a bunch of negative energy going nowhere until I've said this many times, it's like a funnel cloud of negativity. And we all know a funnel cloud, when we see that, it is spinning and it's got a lot of force. And when that funnel cloud finally hits down somewhere, now it's a tornado and there's a lot of damage that's done, negative damage. And that's what I think complaints, especially in a team setting, I think that's what starts to happen. And so having the discipline to have a mindset of positivity, of belief, of doing what is the right thing to do, and even if nobody's watching that, that's going to be important for us in discipline. So this week, what I want to give you is 3 things that honesty is going to do for you in your leadership and how it's going to be a fundamental principle of preparation. So those 3 things, it's going to allow us to give ourselves an honest self-assessment. It's going to fuel us with integrity in the process, and it's going to provide accurate feedback and space for us to honestly reflect. So those 3 things, that is why honesty is a fundamental principle of preparation. So let's talk about honest self-assessment. So preparation starts when we are able to honestly evaluate our strengths and our weaknesses. And at the core, we are unable to address areas where we need to show up with our talents or where we have room for improvement. And so this is the fundamental idea around honesty being a powerful tool for you. The first thing I want you to master is being honest with yourself. And so an honest self-assessment will allow me to prepare in a very powerful way. So we need to be honest about what our strengths are so we can bring those to the table. We need to be honest about where we need to improve so we can put whatever time we need to put into that. And then once we have those areas locked down, now we can start to address them. So the number one thing that makes honesty a fundamental principle of preparation is an honest self-assessment. It's such an important part of preparing. Number 2, integrity in the process. True preparation when I truly prepare and I'm putting in, I'm honestly assessing, I go through that first step and I'm truly prepared, I'm going to avoid shortcuts, which I can tell you, sustained success is what we believe in here in our company. We want you to have sustained success over time. We don't want you to be a flash in the pan, a one-hit wonder. We want you to have sustained success. And I can assure you that when we try to take shortcuts, that will never lead us to sustained success. It's going to set us up for, it's so damaging to short circuit a process and then have a short-term success, because then you believe you can do that again. And every now and then you can shortcut it and get somewhere faster. But what we want to learn about sustained success is we want to have integrity in the process. So integrity is all about that part of honesty where I do the right thing because it's the right thing to do, no matter what the consequences are. If I've made a mistake and I need to own up with it, but that's going to cost me some penalty, I still do it because it's the right thing to do. That's integrity. And so when we have integrity in the process, we avoid shortcuts, we avoid unethical behavior. And so it's all about doing the work with integrity, even when no one is watching. You have started, when you're able to do that, you are down a road of fundamentally using honesty as a principle of your preparation. And then lastly, the third thing is feedback and reflection. Clear, honest feedback that's rooted in facts and not feelings. Clear, honest feedback. And then once I have that, honestly reflecting what I can do. So honest feedback is crucial for growth. Being open to constructive feedback and then reflecting on that allows us for this continuous improvement. That makes space now for sustained success. So in this quest of us using honesty as a fundamental principle of preparation, being able to give yourself honest self-assessment, integrity in the process, feedback and reflection, that's going to help you prepare yourself to win. And we will say it again, it's going to powerfully position us to win. Preparation is. So I hope this is of some help to you as you kick off December, and let's use this month as a powerful tool to get prepared for 2025. And also, as we prepare for all the hustle and bustle of the holidays, let's make sure we're paying attention to taking care of ourselves, making sure our tank's full, not getting too worn down or too distracted by all the things that are going on. And let's get prepared to roll into 2025 with our eyes on being the very best that we can and making it a great year. So that's part one. We will pick back up on this next week and talk about hard work, as it's a fundamental principle of preparation. In the meantime, make sure, if you haven't, you've checked out and you've gotten your copy of Ready to Win. Also, you want to go to CoachMatthewMitchell.com, and that's where you can start booking us for your leadership and personal growth needs for 2025. We are currently booking that, and dates are moving, and we don't want you to miss out. So we've got some great luxury events coming up. We just had one back at the end of middle of last month in New York City that was a real success. Had one earlier in the summer over at the Greenbrier, and so we want to invite you to check those out on our website. And just let us know how we can encourage you, how we can help you develop, how we can help you grow, because that's what lights us up here. And we want you to be in a powerful position to win as we head into the new year. So thanks so much for listening, and can't wait to see you back here next week. Have a great week, everybody.